Hello students, welcome back to online session of Standard 8th History. Students, in our previous session we started chapter number 8 Civil Disobedience Movement. So, let us revise the topics which we studied in our previous session. Students, we studied about the meaning of civil disobedience movement. So, what does civil disobedience movement means? Civil disobedience movement is a protest by people against particular laws or the policies of the government. Civil disobedience is the refusal to obey the demands and commands of a government. So, why did Mahatma Gandhi decided to launch civil disobedience movement? Because demand of Indian National Congress of Dominion status was not accepted by British government. So, leaders like Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhash Chandra Bose demanded for complete independence, means Purna Swaraj. Therefore, after the resolution of complete independence was passed in the Lahore session, Mahatma Gandhi decided to launch the civil disobedience movement. Before beginning this movement, Mahatma Gandhi put up various demands in front of the British government. One of the important demand was to cancel the salt tax and monopoly of British government for manufacture of salt. But both the demands of Mahatma Gandhi were rejected by the government. Thus, he decided to launch Satyagraha all over India by breaking the Salt Act. Mahatma Gandhi chose Dandi, a seashore in Gujarat, to begin the Salt Satyagraha. Similar Satyagraha was carried by Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan in Peshawar and mill workers in Solapur and Sarojini Naidu at Dharasana in Gujarat. Many young leaders sacrificed their life in this movement. This sacrifice gave inspiration to the national movement in India. Students, in this session, we will study about Round Table Conference. This was the conference regarding the constitutional issues of India, as India was demanding for Purna Swaraj and civil disobedience movement was also going on. During this period, British Prime Minister Ramsay MacDonald was of opinion to think over the constitutional issues regarding India. To discuss on this, he organized the conference at London. This conference is known as Round Table Conference. In the period between 1930 to 1932, 3 roundtable conferences were organized. Now we will learn about first roundtable conference. Students, as we studied, who organized the roundtable conferences? British Prime Minister Ramsay MacDonald, and he was also the chairman of the roundtable conference. So, let us learn who all were the representatives who participated in first roundtable conference and discussions carried in this conference. Representatives of England and different political parties in India and the rulers of princely states participated in the first roundtable conference. These included Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Sir Tej Bahadur Sapru, Barrister Jinnah. Topics discussed in this meeting were responsible government at central level, establishment of federal state in India, and so on. This conference was very important for all the representatives in India to participate in it, but the Indian National Congress did not participate in it. The Indian National Congress was a body that represented the country, but they did not took part in first roundtable conference. Without its participation, the discussions in the roundtable conference were indeed meaningless. And because of which second roundtable conference was conducted by the British Prime Minister Ramsay MacDonald, and he expressed his hope of participation of Indian National Congress in the second roundtable conference. Mahatma Gandhi and other leaders of Indian National Congress were released from the prison so that they can attend second roundtable conference. Students, as we have studied, Mahatma Gandhi was leading civil disobedience movement. So, he was not in the favor of attending roundtable conference. But a pact was signed between Mahatma Gandhi and Viceroy Irwin, which is known as Gandhi-Irwin Pact. What was mentioned in this pact? According to Gandhi-Irwin Pact, the British government promised that the system of responsible government would be added in the proposed Constitution of India. Consequently, Indian National Congress withdrew the civil disobedience movement, and then they agreed to take part in second roundtable conference. So, students, what was included in Gandhi-Irwin Pact? According to Gandhi-Irwin Pact, the British government assured that the system of responsible government would be added in the proposed Constitution of India, about which they were supposed to discuss in second roundtable conference. And because of this pact, Mahatma Gandhi and other leaders of Indian National Congress were ready to take part in second roundtable conference. Now, let us learn about second roundtable conference. Second roundtable conference was organized in 1931. Mahatma Gandhi attended this conference as a representative of Indian National Congress. Along with the Indian National Congress, representatives of various caste and communities, political parties, as well as princely states were invited. The government put forth the issue of minorities in the roundtable conference. But there were differences in the opinions of the representatives regarding the issue of minorities. Mahatma Gandhi tried to bring unanimity, means uniformity, means unity in the opinion, but was unsuccessful. Finally, Mahatma Gandhi became disappointed and returned back to India. Now, let us learn about Pune Pact. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar represented the Dalits in the second roundtable conference. He demanded separate electorates for the Dalits. After the second roundtable conference, the British Prime Minister Ramsay MacDonald declared communal awards, which means separate electorate for Dalits. But Mahatma Gandhi did not support the decision of Ramsay MacDonald of communal awards. To protest against this, Mahatma Gandhi went on fast unto death at Yerwada jail, as he never supported separate electorate on the basis of caste. All other leaders of Indian National Congress also requested Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar to reconsider the demand for separate electorates. Keeping in mind the interest of the nation, Dr. Ambedkar was ready to accept this request. So, why did Mahatma Gandhi did not support it to the decision of Prime Minister Ramsay MacDonald about communal awards because Mahatma Gandhi always was in a favor of one and a common government to run the country. He never supported separate electorate on the basis of caste. And Indian National Congress leaders also supported his opinion. So they all requested Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar to reconsider the demand for separate electorate. And in 1932, Mahatma Gandhi and Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar signed the famous Pune Pact. According to this pact, separate electorates for Dalits was cancelled and a provision for reserved seats was made. Third Roundtable Conference. Students, as we have studied, the representatives of Indian National Congress did not participate in first Roundtable Conference. And in second Roundtable Conference, Mahatma Gandhi participated as a representative of Indian National Congress after signing Gandhi-Irwin Pact. Now let us see whether the Indian National Congress participate in third Roundtable Conference. In November 1932, the third Roundtable Conference was organized in England. The Indian National Congress boycotted the conference. Boycotted means they did not participate in third Roundtable Conference. Thus, this conference proved to be futile. Futile means useless. As we have studied, the Indian National Congress was a body that represented the country, and it was very much important for them to be present in this conference. Now, let us see second phase of civil disobedience movement. Students, as we have studied, Indian National Congress withdrew the civil disobedience movement after signing Gandhi-Irwin Pact. But as the demands of Purna Swaraj were not fulfilled by British government, Gandhiji again started with the second phase of civil disobedience movement. Gandhiji returned to India with a dejected mind. He was disappointed. He decided to restart the civil disobedience movement. Mahatma Gandhi was immediately arrested because of starting civil disobedience movement again. Hence, there was discontent among the people. Common people became very angry and they started protesting because again their leader was arrested. Government responded to civil disobedience movement by using inhuman oppressive methods. We have studied that officers used to lathi charge or open fire or hang the people to death. So, which means inhuman oppressive methods. The Indian National Congress and its associated institutions were declared illegal. Restrictions were levied on national newspapers and literature. Finally, in April 1934, Gandhiji withdrew the movement and the historic phase of civil disobedience movement came to an end. So, students, civil disobedience movement had two phases. One, before Gandhi-Irwin Pact, and second, after second Roundtable Conference. Because of signing of Gandhi-Irwin Pact, Gandhiji agreed to discontinue civil disobedience movement. After that, Gandhiji went on to attend second Roundtable Conference but returned disappointed and started with second phase of civil disobedience movement, and thus he was arrested. Finally, in April 1934, Mahatma Gandhi withdrew the movement and the historic phase of civil disobedience movement came to an end.